I mean, we have these conversations every day. So just doing it so that other people can benefit from it, even better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that there is definitely an opportunity for us to go even deeper into the levels of like what is consciousness, what's the map, how does it work? Obviously it's not now is not the time, but I
Yeah.
do feel
We
like
have forever to do that.
yeah, exactly.
The
We
rest
have
of our lives.
checks watch forever. No, I really feel like as we were talking about this, there is so much there that we've learned that, you know, I'll just be completely honest, like it is so mind-blowing that I hesitate to talk about it publicly.
It's bewildering.
I mean, it's bewildering and also it's so much value. Because if you understand the mechanics of consciousness, you understand everything. And it's like everything is just energy. Like, why do you, like you were talking about earlier, like, why do you buy Nike versus Adidas or vice versa? Because there's something about the energy of that brand that you as a unique being resonate more with. Every brand is just energy in a package. And you look at those packages and say, I like that because you like the energy of it. And if you understand that, you understand everything. And then you see that literally that's when we walk around, you can walk around Disney World and now, this is what's pretty wild. You go deep enough into this world, in just somebody's body language, how they're holding their shoulders, how they're holding the tension in their face, how they're walking, if they pick up their feet when they walk or if they drag them. The smallest things give you an instant indicator of what someone's predominant emotional state, aka consciousness, is. And if we were to walk around Disney World right now, I feel like you and I would see people as the emotion that they're experiencing. Literally, in a crowd, we'd probably look around.
We do that right now.
We did that.
Just leave the house.
We did that when we were in New York City. We
Oh
were
my
walking
gosh.
around. We were like, whoa. It was like literally the most huge consciousness explosion ever because we were around Times Square. And you can just tell instantly when you get really attuned to this stuff, this is the tension they're carrying. This is the emotion on their face. This is the pattern of what it looks like. This is how they talk to their partner. There's so many cues and signals that they will send to you by just existing. And of course, like this is done without judgment because I can understand how it'd be like, oh my God, every time you see someone, are you thinking that? It's not even that you're thinking it, you're just feeling it.
Exactly. It's a feeling. It's an observation. I understand at a certain consciousness, every time you see someone or something different from you, you automatically judge it.
Right.
Then you reach a certain point in consciousness where you see the differences that other people are living by and experiencing. And you can understand that's a lot different from how you're experiencing or how this person is experiencing, but not judge it. It's like you actually see the beauty in it.
Yes.
It's more of a fascination. Again, it's like we're Mars rovers. We're like these little robots that just got put on this planet and we're looking around. The rover isn't judging you. It's just observing.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're doing everything possible that if people want to improve and rise, all the tools necessary to do so are going to be super accessible to them.
Yeah.
That's what, like, we're here for, that's our life's path. And so we have the opposite of judgment. It's strictly just us understanding where everyone is at and doing our best to love them for who they are.
Right.
And then also share with them tools that exist where not for us to fix them or solve them or heal them, but tools for them to understand exists also, and that how they currently live, if they so please, does not have to be the way they go going forward.
Exactly. And I think that's actually a big part. It's they have to want it. It's if they so please, because we get this question often, but it's like when you're on this path and you rise really quickly and you can do incredible amounts of like self-inquiry and somatic tools and the whole nine. And then you'll quickly see that there's a difference between you and maybe the people that you've spent time around energetically. You'll notice this, and then there's a real tendency to want those people to rise with you. There's a real tendency to be like, you know, the savior comes out. You know, I can fix them, I can change them, I can help you, right? I can put my hand out and pull you up with me. That's not unconditional love.
That's us needing to be a certain way, needing them to be a certain way, for us to feel okay.
Yes.
And, there is no infringing on free will. Those people will live life on their own terms. And if they want to rise, they will when they're ready.
Right.
On their own terms.
Right.
And the best way to help them rise is just be the example.
Yes.
The example isn't shoving who they are down other people's throat. Their example is just living their life. And those that are attracted to how they're living can come.
And ask questions. That they ask.
Exactly.
Instead of being told what to do, those people are so curious from your lived embodiment that they start asking questions, and they might just try some of your answers. And that is how high consciousness in the consciousness soup works, is you're a living embodiment of somebody who has dedicated a tremendous amount of time to turning over all the stones and creating and revealing all this light and space in your being. And there are people who will flock to you and have questions. Great. Now, does that mean that you have to spend all day long answering questions? No, that's why we have this pod. That's why we have our communities. That's why it's like, listen, I want to connect you because I know you can sense the lightness in me and you're on the path, and I love you and I want you to succeed. So we're going to create a community where you can find all these people who can connect with you in this way because they're also looking for the same thing. But because people everybody has a different path. Not everybody is meant to be visible online. Not everybody is meant, like I think of one girl in particular who immediately came to my mind. She hasn't made a post since like 2011, but she feels my energy. So she reaches out to me and is like, oh my God, can we hang out? I really miss you. And I'm just like, girl, I understand that because you don't make posts, you're reaching out to me and you want to hang out, but I make posts. So I'm getting hundreds of people sending me the same message. But of course, because people feel the resonance, they're not going to, and they haven't made a post since 2011. They're not going to fully understand. Oh, wait, I'm not putting myself out there in that way. So I can't even understand how many messages this person is getting, which makes it like untenable. Because if we were to talk to everybody who DMs us saying, I really resonated, I love your time, well, that would literally be our whole life. We wouldn't even be able to talk to everybody. So that is like so much of what I feel we've been drawn to create communities, because it's that differential. It's like we have all these incredible people who like haven't posted since 2011 being like, I want to be your friend. And we're like, we don't have the time or space for that. But you know what? I got something for you.
I got something for you.
Here's
amazing people that are magnetized to us and we're magnetized to. We're all putting them in a room.
Yeah,
and we're also going to be in that room.
Right.
But there's going to be such amazing people to talk to that you're not everyone's going to want to gravitate towards us.
Yeah, it would be like,
it's like everyone's amazing.
Who they're meant to go to.
Exactly.
Because I think that this has been a huge awareness for me. It's like we're the lighthouse, right? So people, because we're visible, because we post, because I share stories and so do you, and we have our podcast and we have all these things, which is like pretty rare. I don't think most people out there have so many opportunities to be, I guess, seen, right? So we magnetize all these people, and it's such a deep personal level of resonance that they DM us and they're like, oh my God, like we would be best friends, if we had a conversation. And we're like, totally don't have the time. Also, I don't really need any friends because my whole day is talking to you.
And
working on business and creating and stuff. And so it's like, we're the doorman, we're the bouncer.
Yeah. But there are spontaneous times where you come on my awareness and I'd love to chat for 20 minutes. But there's no like conducive environment to make that happen.
Right.
Now there is.
Right.
So what we're creating solves all of our problems.
Right.
And simultaneously solves all their problems.
That's how you know it's an alignment.
That's what business is meant to be.
Yes.
And this is the first of many other projects we'll be doing, probably the first and only community that we have.
Right.
But of many other product and services that we do that will allow people, ourselves, to solve our own problems and allow other people to have their problems solved. It's perfect. I love it. This is what I was meant to do in this life. And I'm so excited that we're building it.
I'm so glad that we get this now, because I think that people's instinct to reach out to us and to come towards us is correct. But what neither of us have been realizing is it's not to be our personal friend. It's to get into our giant house where all the other people are and then they can knock on the door, come in, and be like, "Oh my God!"
And they can still be our friend. Like,
Right.
like there's also another thing that I've noticed, back to kind of, cooking on you in the beginning of this pod.
What?
But like the word friend, there's a lot of charge to it oftentimes, and people have their own ways of viewing it.
Everyone has different
But
definition.
everything is different. Like
Yeah.
we have a lot of people that I would consider a friend of ours that we've had many conversations or just one conversation with, via the walks or via online, whatever it is. Friend does not mean we talk every day. To some people, that means that. It doesn't mean it to me. And so the people that we're inviting into this house, we would only have people in this room that we want to be friendly towards, that can be our friend.
That's a good point.
We gotta, like, the idea of friendship will evolve as humans evolve. In a small town where everyone's off work at 5 p.m. and they go play cards together in the evenings and they go do soccer practice, that was the old way of friends. Like, I need to see you consistently and often to make a friendship a friendship. That is going to change from, here's a space that we're all at, and when we connect, we both really enjoy it, and we both go to a level of depth that is something that we both are yearning for.
Yeah.
And that's okay if that happens every day or once every 6 months, once every 2 years. We all have that friend from back in the day, college, high school, or wherever we met them, that we know that if we saw them at lunch, whatever it is, and they go to the same restaurant, we can sit at the table together, and it's like we haven't spent a single day apart from each other.
Yeah.
It just reconnects. That's how I see friendships. And we're building a community of friends that we feel that way with.
Right.
Where there is no, like, you have to show up to my birthday or else you're not my there's none of that BS. And it's just like, these are people that we really vibe with. These are our friends.
Yeah.
And rewriting what that word even means to be more conducive with our lifestyle, no matter how busy or not busy it is. Because when you're truly feeling safe in your own being, the words that are friends, that are what a family must be, all these other things that were so rigid in the past that we needed to follow to feel okay, now become more of gray areas. And that's a good thing. Because then you don't feel obligated to call your mom on this date every single week because you have to, because all that goes out the window. You call her when you want to.
Right.
And you love and enjoy every ounce of that conversation.
Right.
And because of that, you actually don't build up any resentment towards them. You have a more loving relationship when you allow the flow of life, the spontaneity of life, to decide how often you connect with a friend, with a family member, with a business contact, with whatever else is going on in your life, and you allow it to flow. And so these people, I would consider the far majority of them my friends. Now, some of them don't even have my phone number, but they're still my friends.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, you're right.
They're not acquaintances. They're definitely not that. They're not strangers. They're friends.
Yeah.
And so we are just creating a space where good people that we know will at least be friendly towards each other, that more than likely will be a incredible place for them to actually develop really good friendships on their own terms of what makes sense for them at this time. And that's also what we're doing with ourselves.
Yeah, true.
I guarantee you, in this community that we create, there are going to be people that were like, oh, I really want to hang out with them a lot more often. And we will. So the idea of friendship is evolving.
Yeah.
Because it is less about seeing someone once a day, once a week, once a month, whatever it may be, and then talking about the same old BS. Like in the past, it was like, we all come together to watch football on Sundays, whatever it is. I didn't know a single thing about these people's lives. They didn't really care about me. If I was gone, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, someone else will take their place. That was the old friendships oftentimes. And we're so sick and tired of that. That is not necessary anymore. What we really want is people that when we are with, we feel fully present with, and we're genuinely enjoying that experience. And we don't need it to be a certain way. We don't need it to happen again on Thursday. We don't need any of these things to happen. It's just us, not just saying going deep as in going, you don't have to get vulnerable every single relationship, but just cutting out all the BS.
Yeah.
And just being real. That's what we're yearning for. And those conversations will take place on a daily basis to whatever level the community members want it to, without feeling like, oh, once I'm in this, I got to be checking in every single. No, you come in when you want to come in, when it feels right to. And if you want to take a week off, a month off, and you don't want to associate as much because you got other things going on in your life, it's a big week, you got a job and kids, whatever. Sure, it doesn't matter. What I think is so important, and what I felt oftentimes on the walks, is people come back after being gone for a year, like, I'm so sorry that I didn't come. And you're like, I barely noticed.
Yeah.
There's
Literally.
thousands of people that have come.
Right.
I remember you. I remember your name. I wish you the best, and I'm glad you're back here now. But also, it's okay. If you come this time and don't come for another year, it's okay. We unconditionally love you and your presence here. That same feeling is something that we will take to the community, because this isn't something that you got to be in every freaking call. You got to go to every event. No, you pick and choose from the plethora of options you're going to have, with the plethora of different people that you're going to have, and you pick which one feels right for you at any given moment. And just in general, there are going to be people that you really, really enjoy and immediately click with, and some people not as much. But all we can not even guarantee, because we can't make any guarantees, these are people here, but we are setting the intention that, seriously,
these are people here.
These are people. We're setting the intention that it's going to be high quality people.
Yeah. Well, we are going to like them. If they're getting through the door,
people we can see ourselves being friends with. That is the barometer.
Yeah. Or like people we would want to come over our house.
If we wouldn't allow you in our front door, in our home, you're not getting the community.
Right. Exactly.
But if we would, you're in the community. It's that simple. That's our barometer.
Right.
Because there's something, it's not about the freaking front door. Right. It's about the feeling that we feel safe with other people, that we feel that we're going to enjoy their company.
A lightness.
Yes. Those are people that walk through the front door. Therefore, that is the same thing we're going to build in this digital home, that the home base is digital because that's what will make it accessible to the people around the world. But in every major city that we're in, our intention is to create a organization that allows for events to take place in every city around the world at all given times, all different types of cultures and different types of events. So it's just, a coffee meetup or going for a hike, whatever your flavor of life is, we're going to have something for that over time. So that's what I'm really excited about, because it is a place for people to make friends. And that word is evolving as everything else is.
Yeah.
To what we're really yearning for, as opposed to what we're taught it must be.
I think you're right. I think that any level of resistance I have around the word friend is that friend is just, oh my God, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I feel like there have been so few people who have had the level, like the kind of friendship I wanted to have. And I know that you relate to this, and most people who do have space and who have done work on themselves understand this, but it's like, if you're in this position, you consistently have people coming towards you who want the friendship to look a certain way. And so there's not a level of acceptance for you in the situation. It's more like you're constantly kind of bending to this weird version of friendship that this person has.
That they need.
And it feels so heavy, and it feels like there's so much obligation. And when you like don't reach out, there's this weird like passive aggression around like, oh, I didn't even realize we were friends anymore. And it's just like the word, oh my God, I don't know. There's just something about the word that it is never, I don't think I've like, outside of really Danny, I feel like he truly, and of course you, but you're my best friend. You're like everything. So, but I feel like you understand, LOL. Danny really embraces, understands, and unconditionally loves the fact that like I may not answer all of his text messages. He texts us and says, hey, I'm in town if you guys want to hang. And we just like forget to respond. And every time he comes, he does the same thing.
Unconditional love. Because he doesn't need us, and we can feel that.
Exactly. Because he doesn't need us. He'd love to see us. But sometimes we forget to even answer because we're like, oh, did you see Danny texted? Oh, yeah. And then we completely forget about it. And it's like, that's safety. Safety is this person literally, even though they don't get responded to a couple of times, keeps reaching out when they want to. They don't get butthurt. They don't get passive aggressive. They don't send the text saying, hey, did you fall off the earth? Or, hey, I forgot what your face looked like. Or, hey, wow, like, you know, do you have to fall off every time? Or like, we really wanted you to be at this specific thing. It's like, that's just so much of what I was used to when it came to the realm of friendships. And I feel the women who were in True Love Club, my dating community, a lot of those women did have that quality of just like understanding me for like who I am. And they get that I may not respond to everything, but it's like, there's been maybe 20 people in my entire life who it feels like really got that.
And we're setting up the container where that is the default now.
It's a norm.
This is the norm, because that is how healthy relationships are meant to be.
Yes.
Truly. Because it comes from a place of generally wanting to be another person's company, but you don't need them. And so that is what we're going to be doing going forward. And that is going to be the centerpiece of the board. It's a place for healthy attachment styles.
It is.
That's really it.
Really.
And I say that meaning that people do not have to be perfect.
Right.
We're setting a really high bar here, but don't have to be perfect. There are still people. We still have things to work through and all that. There is also a level of self-awareness that many people, if they were to really sit with themselves and ask themselves, do they feel ready for this type of high trust container and network of people? The right answer will come through to them. And we will just know, just by vibration, the way we can kind of sense things, if they're a right fit right now. And if they're not right now, maybe 6 months from now, maybe 2 months from now, we don't know. But people will know if they are ready to enter a container where this is the new norm.
Yeah.
Because this is what healthy relationships look like.
They'll understand. Because if you have a level of self-awareness, you would hear what we're saying and say, oh, damn, I don't know if I'm there yet.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best part is like a lot of people, especially if they're listening to this and that they've made it to this point in the show, I feel like you're listening to us speak and you either see yourself in what we're saying or you're like, oh, that'll be me. I'm getting there.
Yeah. And also, but this community can also be a great way for them to test this, because this has never been said before. This is unprecedented in everyone's life. We never really had this besides what, Danny, beforehand? Maybe a few other people that are also like doing things for life, the movers and shakers of the world, it feels. It seems like it's more common amongst them oftentimes. Funny enough, that's the case. But people aren't really used to this being the norm, and that's okay. So I think for a lot of people, this will be them really dipping their toe into a new evolution of friendship. The reason why they're joining this community is because they know it's leading to a higher echelon of the type of people they're going to meet. And with those new level of people, it deserves a new level of practices of interacting with people. So a lot of people are like, oh, I've never done that before, but I think I can make that work. I am ready for that new level of surrendering to the flow. And if I'm meant to see these people, if I'm meant to contact them, whatever it is, that'll happen naturally. So yeah, because who else is setting that precedent in the friend group?
Yeah,
Or
that's
no
true.
one is. So this is going to be a first for many. And that being said, people can sense and feel if they're ready to commit to trying this new way.
Right.
And if it ends up not being a fit, that's completely okay. It's literally no harm done, no love lost. It's just, this is a particular community for a particular group of people that are ready.
Yeah, that's so true. I love that.
Yeah.
It makes me really excited, baby.
Me
I
too.
love what we talked about today, and I'm really, really proud of you. And thank you for being a great father to my idea, baby.
Are you serious?
You're the most loving father to the baby ever.
Are you serious?
Yes, every time you get on the call with the lawyer, you are painting the baby's nursery with another flower.
You serious?
Yeah, do you realize that?
That makes it all worth it.
Every time, that's what you're doing.
That makes it all worth it.
Just making the room beautiful.
You serious? I love you so much.
I love you, baby.
Yeah, whenever you're meant to give birth to the idea of baby, I'll be here to catch it.
You'll be like, yeah.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
love you, sweetie.
Thank y'all. I love you too. Thank y'all for why I didn't want to leave that out.
People be like, this just in.
Thank y'all so much for watching. It's been almost exactly 2.5 hours.
Oh my God.
We love y'all so incredibly much. We're so excited about this idea. We're so excited about So many of the things developing right now. This is such a time to be alive.
Yes.
The future looks very, very bright. And yeah, we just love you all.
Oh, love you guys. Have a great week.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Give me a kiss. I love you more.